they're the new team in town, right? And you've got the Lakers. All they do is point up to the Raptors like,
Right.
Okay, quiet little brothers,
Except
right?
for
Step brothers.
Except that Clipper games, it's all blacked out. You can't see it.
It's all blacked out. So it's going to be interesting if it comes down to that. Because
we got a long way to get there.
We got a long way to get there, but the Clippers have, to me, superior wing defenders. Paul George, Kawhi, Patrick Beverly, Montrezl Harrell. You added the twin, Marcus Morris. Oh, I mean, I love it. I love what Doc Rivers has done.
Well, Reggie, as you know, obviously you do a great job calling games week in and week out. So you see all these teams up close and personal. You're saying it's LA in the conference final, both teams in the conference finals.
Well, number one, I do that, but the Clippers have to finish. I want them to finish 2 or 3 because you want them to be in opposite brackets. Because the Lakers are going to finish 1.
I just want to hear that because that means we're going NBA TV to LA for the finals. Reggie said
it. Reggie, you're right, because if not, they meet before.
That could happen.
You don't want them to fall to 4 because they're going to face each other in the semifinals. So you want the Clippers to be 2 or 3 or 6.
Yes.
Right? 2, 3, or 6.
And I know the Clippers don't want to be 6.
No, and they won't be 6, but they'll be 2 or 3. But Denver is playing better, and I think they have a pretty soft schedule the last 25. And I mean, look at it, the Jazz are right there. Yep. But are you really afraid of the Jazz? No. I mean, the Rockets, we talked about small ball, the surprising Thunder. I think losing Dwight Powell is going to hurt the Mavericks.
How impressed are you the Grizzlies, though, Reg? I'm not saying they're going to hold on. I'm not
this is
great. They're going to hold on, but this is fantastic.
Great league story, right? Young team coming out of nowhere. Andre Iguodala doesn't want to play for them. You got young players calling them out. John Morant getting into Twitter beef with Steph Curry, telling him he's not. I mean, this is great for the league.
I think it's great. You got a young team, John Morant, Jaren Jackson Jr., Dylan Brooks. These guys are young players and really getting it done. And so exciting times there, as you said, Reggie.
Now, they will still get their heads beaten by the Lakers in that first round, but it'll be good for them.
Yeah, it'll be good for them.
It'll be great experience for them going forward.
So, Reggie, what's it been like for you being back here in Chicago? You enjoying it? A lot of fans stopping you on the street?
Not really.
Shaking your hands?
I'm not from Chicago.
I know. Well, you've spent some time here, though.
A lot of time. Yeah. As we all have, trying to chase that black cat around.
Hey, man, we talked earlier when GP was here. You remember in '96 in San Antonio, we had practice?
Yes.
And Phil Jackson was the coach?
Yes.
And we went up and down. And he had Michael and Scotty sitting.
Yes. He knew exactly what he was doing. He knew exactly what he was doing.
I'm still bitter about
Here's
that.
the thing. We couldn't question him because he had the championship ring. So we just went along, this is what the Bulls must do, right? We're like, why is Scotty and Michael chilling over there? And we're doing suicides.
Exactly.
Why are we doing 18?
The only All-Star game in NBA history where the team is doing suicides. All right, half-court shots here. Again, this was beneficial in the Rising Stars practice yesterday. It came to fruition in the game with Luka Doncic hitting a half-court shot.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm curious, Reggie. Obviously, one of the greatest shooters of all time is Luka. Tries to.
Saw him knock that down at halftime of the Rising Stars World Game on Friday.
But Reggie, I've always wanted to ask this as of late. You're one of the greatest shooters of all time, but just the shooting now in this league and the range. And then adding that new spot or 2 spots to the three-point shoot. What would be your strategy going into that? Where do you put the money balls? Where I'm just curious your thoughts as one of the great shooters of all time.
I would probably put my money balls in the not in the short corners, but the wing.
Right.
That was one of my favorite shots. So I'm going to get a rhythm in my first 22-foot short corner, then my money balls, then the three-point ball, which is about 30 feet, right?
Right.
It's like 29, 30 feet.
Yeah.
Then you go to the top of the key. But what's funny is I found out that a lot of guys are forgetting that money ball is there. And which way do you enter? After you shoot the money ball, do you come from behind to come up, or do you go around and come back? That's the kind of strategy that we're going to see tonight.
We did a feature yesterday, and Rip Hamilton went through it. After we talked about it, and he forgot both of them. Because you get locked in, and there's a rhythm to it, I would assume.
Yes.
And so we had to tell him, go back to the money ball.
And here's the thing, you can't go back in the rules.
Once you advance,
once you take that first shot at the top of the key,
You can't go back to
You can't
that
go
spot.
back to the money, the
Mountain Dew shot.
The Mountain Dew shot. You cannot go back. No, but if you get up there and remember, oh, I got to go back, then you can. You just can't take a shot.
Can't take a shot.
What do you have tonight, Reggie, in the Mountain Dew three-point contest?
I got the late edition. You heard Devin Booker talk about it. He's already got one out. He should have been here in the first place. He should have been an All-Star. And I think he's coming in here wanting to show people.
but Reg, you know it's cold outside. You know, ice tray. You know.
Yeah, but here.
But
I think Ice Trey is enjoying his All-Star weekend.
Okay.
And
Hey, close your ears, Grant.
as most 21, 22-year-olds, I think he's enjoying the moment. Devin Booker, this is going to be his fourth
That's a fair
time.
point. That's a fair point.
I think he's enjoying it.
Oh, Luka
Who do
almost
you
down
got
the
in the
middle.
three-point competition? I'm going with Booker. You're going with
You
Trae
know,
Young.
there's so many great shooters.
No, stop it.
There's so many great
You're
shooters.
going with Trae Young.
I mean, anything
I'm
is
going with
happen.
Reg.
You're both going with Trae.
Well, I picked Red.
I mean, he
picked
played
Trae
in
Young.
Atlanta,
No,
man.
I
He played for the Hawks.
I picked Trae before Devin was in there. So, but I'm going with Trae Young.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, Grant.
Now,
Did you get an answer, Red?
You know, I mean, there's so many great shooters.
Oh, my goodness.
Anything-
Politician.
anything
Where's
could
Obama?
happen.
Where is Obama? Is Obama sitting
And I'm
in between
excited.
us?
I'm going to
My
go get a
goodness,
nap after
Obama.
this, and I can't wait to watch these great shooters put on a performance.
This
Smoking like a true owner. This is a true owner right here.
I'm Grant Hill. I approve this message.
I approve this message.
Oh man! Now I'm you know, look, I'm going with Smitty, man. I think Trae Young is the one to go out here and get this. Like I said, they're great. Joe Harris, I mean, you know, he had a great one last year.
Yes, he did. That was, and we thought Steph was gonna. He had that on lock. We thought.
Yeah. But I defer to
Yeah.
I defer to one of the greatest of all time. You think, you know?
I think Booker wants to show people.
But doesn't that sometimes go against guys?
could.
Remember a couple of years ago,